It's Tuesday, August 30th, and this is your coffee break news brief on the HAN network. We're outside Greenwich High School right now, the 12th stop of our fall FCAC tour. But first, bringing you a look at some of the latest local news, including an update on a story we brought you earlier today. The Milford Mirror reports that a 14-year-old boy was hit by a car this morning at the intersection of Bridgeport Avenue and Camden Street at a school bus stop, the second serious accident in that area in a matter of days. On Tuesday morning at about 7:25 this morning, the teenage boy was hit by a passenger vehicle while trying to cross the street, that according to Fire Battalion Chief Anthony Fabrizi. School officials said the boy is a student at West Shore Middle School and was at a bus stop with a group of other students when he was hit. The patient was treated on the scene for potentially serious injuries and transported to Yale Trauma Center under the care of Milford Fire paramedics. Police say that the motorist involved stopped at the scene of that accident. Tuesday was the second day of school for Milford students, and a similar accident occurred less than 48 hours earlier on the same stretch of roadway in the Devon area. That happened back on August 28th around 10:47 at night when a 34-year-old woman was struck by a passenger vehicle in the area of Bridgeport Avenue and Woodland Drive. In that case, the driver sped off. But you can get more details at milfordmirror.com. And an alleged Greenwich drug dealer who police say was selling marijuana at Pemberwick Park and other locations in the region is facing a rash of criminal charges, that according to the Greenwich Time. Fitzgerald Francois, 23 years old, of Summer Street in Stamford, is due in court September 12th to answer a number of charges, including tampering with evidence and resisting arrest. Back on August 1st, the Greenwich Police Department received an anonymous tip that drugs were being sold at Pemberwick Park, and two plainclothes police detectives were keeping vigil in the park in the early evening hours. When police spotted Francois and approached the vehicle, the detective allegedly smelled marijuana smoke, and Francois drove off at a high rate of speed. Police later found the Subaru on Halleck Drive, where it had struck a parked Acura, and witnesses told officers that Francois took off on foot from the Subaru carrying something while running toward the Byram River. Police said with the assistance of a canine unit, they recovered a number of bags of pot, nearly 30 grams, in and around the Byram River. And a search warrant obtained for the vehicle said led to them finding equipment to process and sort marijuana inside. And the Ridgefield Republican Town Committee is holding its first annual Reagan dinner on Sunday, September 18th, and the event's keynote speaker is Stephen Moore, who's senior economic advisor to presidential candidate Donald Trump. He was instrumental in formulating the economic plan recently put forward by Trump. According to organizers, anyone at all interested in the upcoming presidential election will find his presentation both interesting and informative, and it will be followed by Q&A from attendees. In 1987, Stephen Moore was research director for President Ronald Reagan's Privatization Commission, after which he served 10 years as a fellow of the Cato Institute. For details on that event, you can check theridgefieldpress.com. And finally, you can help us here at HAN broadcast sports this fall. We're seeking local students with a passion for creating video content and producing live streaming video events. Our broadcasting division is looking for several student interns to work with our staff, helping to produce live sports broadcasts this fall. Interns would work hands-on with cameras and producer software on location. We will be covering some 40 high school sporting events from September through November as part of our partnership with the FCAC. This program is open to all high school and college age students. And if you're interested, you can contact Eric Gendron, HAN Network Video Manager, at video@han.network. Again, that's video@han.network. But that's going to do it for this coffee break news brief. Again, follow all the FCAC tour action on our social media, including Twitter and Snapchat. Definitely check it out. Worth seeing. But we'll see you for a news update tomorrow.